Late night s'mores, drive-ins, backyard festivities are all summer staples, but those late nights might make it hard on you and your kids as you prepare for back to school. With tips on how to help your children adjust, sleep expert Amanda Jewson is joining us this morning. This is a hot topic right now because we're trying to re-implement those patterns. And a study by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine revealed that the best things new kindergartners can bring to school is sleep. So I am curious, how much sleep is needed for school-age kids?
Okay, so a lot of parents, a lot of my clients are so surprised to learn, my kid is at school. I assume they're doing a 9 to 5 schedule just like me. So therefore, they need the exact same amount of sleep that I do. But our kids need more. And especially those new kiddies in school, those kindergartners, they're going to need up to 10 hours of overnight consolidated sleep. So we're seeing for 4 to 10-year-olds anywhere from 11 to 13 hours of sleep. Our 10 to 13-year-olds, again, surprising for a lot of folks that they still need anywhere from 9 to 11 hours of sleep. And this is the age where those kiddos bring devices home for the first time. Tablets, computers, they're part of the curriculum. Make sure that they're out of the room to maintain that sleep. And our teens, 14 plus, still need about 9 hours of sleep.
And does that have to be consecutive sleep, or can we add naps into that?
That's a great question. Consecutive hours in a row is the key learning from the study that you have mentioned. Naps can be helpful if we are suffering from some nighttime disruption, and maybe a nap of only about 20 minutes. But when we're talking about these hours of sleep, we're talking about in a row overnight.
Okay. What are some of the common mistakes made at bedtime that make it hard for kids to have a good night's sleep?
Yeah, a lot of kids, like I said, they're bringing home screens for the very first time. So we have a lot of screen use right before bed. We are also incredibly overscheduled. We have activities. If you're a grown-up, half of the grown-ups I know are working until they go to bed, naughty, and eating before bed. So because we're so overscheduled, we don't make time for mealtime anymore. We're eating and then jumping into bed.
What are your suggestions for parents who have to transition from some of those bad, quote unquote, bedtime habits into ones that will have more productive sleep?
Yeah, well, I used to be a teacher for a very long time, and I would tell my parents, especially those teenagers, get the devices out of the room, make sure that you're not going to sleep with them. They can be very seductive, even for grown-ups, right? Our phone is right next to us. We want to check and see what's going on. Imagine being a child with that. So get them out of the room. You want to give space between mealtime and bedtime, at least 60 to 90 minutes of time before eating and going to bed to give some digestion time. And go for a walk after dinner. Going for a walk is going to increase your activity levels, which is going to make it easier for you to fall asleep and aid in your digestion.
Okay, let's flip things over. You mentioned teens, and I want to ask about that because sometimes it seems like they sleep all of the time. Is it possible to have too much sleep? And what are the recommendations that might differ for teens?
It often appears that teens are sleeping too much, but what it actually is that teens have a delayed circadian rhythm. So, for you and I, we feel tired maybe at around 10 or 11. Most teens, for a small period of their life, they want to go to bed late and they want to wake up late. And so for us during our waking hours, it's like, why are you sleeping all the time? But really, it's just tough for them to go to bed earlier, even if they wanted to. So for our teens, I suggest offering a little bit of a weekend sleep in, because generally teens are working on that 9 to 5 schedule. They have to get up early. It's not conducive in their own internal body clock to a good amount of rest. So if you do have a sleepy teen, offer 1 to 2 hours extra sleep on the weekends to kind of make up for any sleep deficit that they're having.
I will stop waking them up at 8:30 in the morning on the weekend. Amanda, thanks so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.